Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Watch Pals. My name's Chris. This week we watched Gentlemen Broncos. But before we talk about that film, I'm going to introduce the Dangle Gang. First is Brian. Brian, how you doing?
It's swinging. What's up? What's swinging?
Jeff, how's it dangling?
It's dangling. It was dangling out in the sun today, so I'm a little tired.
Oh, cool.
You put sunscreen on it, though, so it's okay.
Speaking of the sun, Jordan, how you doing?
What's up, Dangleberries?
Oh, boy.
Well, this week we watched Gentlemen Broncos, but I have a question for y'all. I have not a question. It's not so much a get to know your pals segment. It's more of a bone pickers segment.
What is that?
Pick the bone of your friend.
I'm gonna pick a bone with you, and I want you all to help me with this bone pick because I want your advice, or I want to hear what you do. So whenever you have like a kind of frozen product that you're gonna put into a deep fryer, like an air fryer or the microwave or something like that, right? And on the packaging it says put in for 8 to 9 minutes or 11 to 12 minutes or
yeah.
How long do you put it in for?
For an air fryer?
Why do they give you a range? Do you go 11 or do you go 13?
Every air fryer and microwave is a little different, Chris.
So what do you do? What do you start with?
What are they going to say? Figure it out?
I always err on the side of a little bit more. Sometimes I even put a minute extra, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
Because I would much rather have it not be cold.
I want it to be crisp.
So you add time. Does anybody go right in the middle?
I usually will add time.
I go 12 minutes. If it's 11 to 13, I go 12.
Who likes it nice and soft?
I get raw, just like totally not cooked.
Yeah, like
bloody.
Everything tartar, yeah.
Yeah. Jordan, what do you do?
I just eat it cold.
Do you not even like microwave anything or anything? Just straight? No. Do you guys like
If I use the oven, I'll go over a few minutes because our oven's very old, so I have to constantly like turn the heat up a little bit more than it suggests and go over the time a little bit.
Okay. So you go a little over.
Otherwise, like I don't reheat like leftovers or anything. I usually just eat them cold.
Oh, like anything leftover, you just eat cold?
It depends on the leftover. There's no way.
There's got to be a leftover that's cold that you probably would not want to eat.
I like fries leftover cold.
No, it's terrible.
They're soggy.
Also, leftover fries, just throw them out.
Nope.
Cold pizza. Cold pizza, yes, go-tos.
But yeah, I'd rather eat cold fries than trying to reheat the fries and eat those.
I guess it depends on the fry. Like maybe like the soggy McDonald's ones, sure. But like if they were once crisp and now they're cold, I don't know.
I like cold fries. They're delicious. Cold noodles. I eat noodles like right out of the pack. Like next day we had like pasta or something. I'll eat those right out of the bag or whatever.
Oh boy.
See, from the opposite of cold though, this is weird. Like spaghetti, when it comes to pasta, I preferred it microwaved than fresh. No,
wow.
because the sauce would set in overnight in the fridge.
So here's what you do though: if you put some butter in a pan and reheat it that way, that's the best. That's the best way. For reheating.
I don't even use a microwave anymore, so it's air fryer town. Baby.
Air fryer is great. But can you air fry pasta?
Yeah, how's that work?
Probably.
Foil. You can air fry anything, I guess, but it'll just stick to it.
I mean, air fry is great. It's like the greatest invention for anything cooking, but since the microwave, but. I don't know about pasta. I never jammed some pasta in there.
I'm gonna look it up.
What else? What else do you jam in there, Chris?
I like chicken. Chicken's pretty good. Pretzels, frozen pretzels. Like soft
those
pretzels.
Frozen pretzels are legit. I think my brother-in-law mentioned that he hard boils eggs in there, and I tried it once, and I was not a fan. I was like, that would make it nice and simple, and then I was like, oh nope.
Here it is right here, dudes. Air fryer baked spaghetti in 30 minutes.
Oh, like baked ZD. That makes sense. It would be like that then.
But you're not like jamming some spaghetti from the night before in there.
You could.
I guess
like
you could. You're right.
Stuff. It just the sauce is at the bottom of the whole air fryer.
Depends how desperate you are.
I just ate cold spaghetti last night.
Oh, I love cold spaghetti. It's delicious.
Great.
No, not me.
So
gotta warm it up.
All right. Well, that's the
hot.
Thank you for helping me with that question. That we picked that bone together.
I bone picker.
I'm guessing just a weirdo.
Chris's bone pickers.
I always just like I'm so confused by some people do that on their like why would they put those instructions on there? I don't know. That's just me. Just pick a lane here.
You can't just say figure it out. kid.
Well, the range, but they should say like 12 minutes or something. Like, why would they give you a range, such a small range? It's so stupid.
Well, it depends on how you want
It's
it.
a guesstimate. It's a guesstimate.
Yeah, they don't know what you're working with.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of
Idiot.
hardware you got running there, pal.
You're right.
Do you guys have a toaster oven? I think I would like one of those.
It's basically an air fryer. Yeah.
I'd like one.
I'd like one.
We have one of those and a regular toaster right next to it, and toaster oven takes too long for everything. But pizza, now again, I can't eat cheese pizza, but pizza with no cheese. You put pizza in a frying pan next day, pretty good.
Yeah, that's the move with the foil on
skillet.
top to seal it in.
Yes,
The cast iron.
Yeah, it's delicious.
I tried it. Wasn't a fan. Just prefer it cold.
Yeah, cold is good. You're right.
Jordan just burned himself.
I touched the pan. I'm like, no. I need supervision.
Well, okay, so we watched a movie called Gentlemen Broncos. Speaking of some bone pickers, I'm ready to talk about this movie. Jordan, you picked this movie. Why'd you pick Gentlemen Broncos?
So, there's a friend of mine. His name's Dave. I told him what we're doing this, and like he's kind of throwing out suggestions, and he had mentioned that he liked the movie The Greasy Strangler. So I was like, oh man, okay, this guy knows like what we're up to.
This guy's a weirdo. Okay.
What our thing is,
This guy's
yeah.
a weirdo too.
So he's kind of throwing out some things. He told me about Gentlemen Broncos, and that was the director who did like Napoleon Dynamite, and that Sam Rockwell was in it. So I was like, all right,
good.
sold. Even though I was not a fan of Napoleon Dynamite when it really came out, I like it now. But yeah, so that's why.
The guy from Flight of the Conchords is in it as well, Jemaine Clement. I don't know if I'm saying his last name right. He was also in What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
Oh, Jemaine. My bad.
He's in a
my
lot.
bad.
He's in a lot.
And Stifler's mom's in it. I don't know her name, but she's in it.
Oh, Jennifer
Coolidge.
Coolidge.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think that's it for the famous people.
So was this movie in theaters?
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
for a little bit.
Yeah. So this was made by his last name's
Mr.
Hess.
Bronco.
Mr. Gentleman Bronco.
Jared and
Jerusha
Hess.
Jerusha Hess. Yes, they're partners. So they did Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre, and then this movie. So Napoleon
Checks
Dynamite
out.
was well received. Obviously, Nacho Libre not as much, but then
Mixed reviews.
yeah. So this one, like people went and saw it, but it basically bombed.
He was going on the downturn at this point.
Yeah, the budget was 10 million. The box office, I think, was only 118,000. I want to say.
Crap.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it didn't have that the fanfare that Napoleon Dynamite clearly has and still has.
Kept going back to the same well, you know?
Yeah, actually, the guy who told me about this, Dave, he's going to West Virginia pretty soon to go see a watching of this, and I guess Uncle Rico is going to be there as well as Napoleon Dynamite. So that's kind of cool.
Never seen it.
You never seen Napoleon Dynamite?
Nope.
But then how come you're like boo when I said Napoleon Dynamite?
Because of the like
judge the
popular
book by
culture.
its cover.
Because people like it and you don't like that.
No,
things
it's just
that
like
people
everybody. It's like the same thing with like other movies we talked about. Like people repeat the crap out of it, and then you're just
you
like,
like
okay,
pop cultureness of it?
yeah, and you're just like, okay,
understandable.
I get it. Yeah, Pop Tart or what do you say?
Pop-Tart.
Pop Tarts? Yeah,
Pop
Pop
Tarts,
Tarts,
yeah.
man.
No,
Have
what's
a
the thing he had in
Pop-Tart.
his pocket? Tots, right?
Yeah.
Tater
Tater
tots?
Tots.
Yeah, and it's just like,
His
okay,
pants, yeah.
Yeah, he on his friend.
And then his classmates like, come on, Napoleon, give me that shit.
Come on,
Yeah. God, Napoleon.
Napoleon.
I guess I don't get the humor of it. Like it's just very, I don't know the type of humor it is. Like
Yeah.
Weird.
It's weird humor.
the girl's friend, the one like the director in the movie. I just like him. I'm just like, I hate him.
Oh, I love
hate
that
him.
guy. The guy.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Just the way his face is, and just
Lonnie.
the way what his, yeah,
Dude,
whatever.
he holding those gums open like that.
I think
That's
he
a
played
good-
the
that's good
shirtless
acting.
guy in Nacho Libre too.
He's
I don't know
got,
if you guys
he's
saw
got
that.
a big old mouth.
He does.
mean,
He
yeah.
got big lips.
He's like a Steven
Big
Tyler. over here.
smoochers. Yeah.
Okay.
Smoochy Tyler.
So after watching this, I've only seen a handful of the Hess's movies. So I did see Napoleon Dynamite. I saw, I think, Masterminds, Nacho Libre, And I did see the Minecraft movie because he did direct the Minecraft movie. His wife, his partner, Jerusha, wrote that as well. I did notice there's like some kind of running themes that they use in these movies. They always take place in like these
remote.
Yeah, like remote. I don't want to say boring because like
no, small town, but
small
yeah,
town, I would say.
Small, boring, rustic.
Yeah, I
no
don't
future.
Because people do live in this place, so I don't want to say that. But almost like middle of nowhere kind of look to them. So also, I've noticed in a lot of his movies, or their movies, is that like the costume design, all the characters look like they have like these either handmade clothes or like clothes from like maybe like late 70s, early 80s, sometimes kind of 90s. Like, I know Chris has never seen any of these other movies, but like Brian, I'm sure Jeff, you've seen some of these Hess's movies before. Like
the perfect description of it, dude, is like if you go to like a strip mall and you see one of those family bookstores and you walk in there and you see the creepy religious puppets and like the old hand-me-down clothes.
Hand-me-downs, that's what it is. Yeah, hand-me-downs. Yep.
Flea market kind of vibe. Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's real, like, I wouldn't even say, like, it's like working class, but it's also like small town, like.
Definitely hand-me-down vibes for sure.
Mid-90s, like style, right?
Yeah. Early 90s.
Thrift store, early 90s.
But sometimes there's like, even like, especially in this movie, like with the beginning of the movie, that opening scene where like they're showing all the old sci-fi novels.
That song rules too.
I've grown to like it.
Yeah. I like the soundtrack a lot in this movie.
I'd compare it to like the term Americana a little bit. It's like this weird, like, it's like this throwback to like cheesy things of America that people like these cheesy sci-fi novels, these like hand-me-down clothes, these small towns, these schools. Like, it's just like these elements he's taken from his own life, like growing up in this life, I'm assuming.
Sure, yeah.
That you don't see typically in like a movie or a Hollywood movie or whatever, like a big production. So I think but I also think he takes some of his weird humor to the next level in these movies. And that's why I appreciate it, because it's just so off-putting in some parts that it's hilarious.
That's definitely true in all his movies. And this one got kind of flack for being a little more or too juvenile, which I can see there are some parts I was like, oh, it's definitely juvenile. So, Brian, you mentioned the sci-fi. So, the way the movie opens up is like they have that song playing. I don't know if anyone who wants to sing that song or a sample of it.
Yeah, 35. I don't know if they even says that.
Nobody tells no lies. Yeah, I
think so.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Because they have like Ozzy later and stuff. They have Paranoid, and
it's called In the Year 2525 by Zager and Evans, and they were late 60s, early 70s.
And you mentioned the sci-fi novels, like, so they keep showing. The whole opening is they're showing like the title card sequence. They're showing all the actors. Each actor's on a different sci-fi novel. But the backdrop I thought was interesting because it's always like, again, that same like hand-me-down kind of weird backdrop. So there's like, they show like and this is a key, which I like, this is a running gag in this movie, the popcorn balls.
Oh, dude, yeah. They call them something weird in this, though.
Yeah. Crap, what do they call them? I can't remember. But again, in all his movies, like, it takes place in modern times because like you see stuff, they have computers, they have the internet. Like Chevalier has like the Bluetooth thing that's in his ear, but like it looks like it's not in the 90s based on the costume design and the set pieces used. It's a very weird thing. He does this in all his movies. Even in the Minecraft movie, it was like really weird how like everyone looked and dressed. Yeah, so the opening is that weird song, which is, like I said, it's grown on me.
So real quick, I just looked it up. That was a one-hit wonder song. That was their only hit.
All right.
It was better than this film did.
Okay, so you get the opening sequence. Did you guys like that at all? Were you captivated by that?
Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, what's this going to be about? This is cool.
Like the opening credits, you mean?
Yeah.
I did like that. I like that style, the art style from, that retro futuristic styling from the book cover. So I thought that was actually really cool.
Like the old sci-fi stuff. Yeah. The credits that way were awesome. Yeah.
Choose your own adventure type books, like those art anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the books you would find at like, Kmart like in the cheap section or like the dollar bin.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the hell is this book possibly about? And it's always, or like you go to like the dollar store and they have all these books there. Like, what is this possibly about? And it's just, there's just so many books like that out there in the world. There's so many stories that you're like, they're probably not good. Maybe they are, but you'll never hear about them. Or
and this was a huge thing, huge medium for a long time. And like, you see the stuff on like the side of a sweet van, airbrush on a van.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's like with the title screen and the credits, it says Gentlemen Broncos. There's like this, it has like a weird like Metroid style thing with like a red background and like some kind of a centaur thing. It's that's just such cool imagery. And then then you got to watch the rest of the movie though. So that's the problem.
By the way, weird fact about this movie, like I noticed in the trailer, they try to like spice it up a little bit because we'll get to this in a second, but he has a binder that he keeps his story in, like the main character writes stories. Yeah. So on the main binder is like a deer with like he's been drawn on it. It was like a deer photo that he like drew a pirate eye patch on, and like there's like a rocket going across. So I noticed in the trailer they put a title on that binder that said Bronco, but in the movie it's gone because that's not the title of the story that he's writing. So what is the title of Yeast Lords?
Yeah. Which is like a riff on Dune.
They didn't even want to show that in the trailer.
Well, yeah, it's a little gross.
Well, I know. That's my point, yeah.
The Bronco years. Gentleman Bronco. Bronco is like the main character of his story.
You're right. So I just thought that was funny. They're trying to hide
deers
stuff
called like stag hunters or something like that, or they have
surveillance does.
Well, surveillance does. Those are the ones that are surveillance, but the ones that have rockets is a totally different name.
Oh.
Anyways, all right. So we were introduced to Benjamin. He's the one clearly writing this Gentleman Broncos Yeast Lords book. He's looking at a photo of a man. I think it's probably easy to assume it's his dad at this point.
The sheriff.
Yeah. He was like, was he sheriff or like some kind of.
Yeah, he was like a wildlife guy.
Wildlife.
Oh,
a ranger.
Ranger, yeah.
Oh, he's
Park
a ranger.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Park ranger, yeah. Very Ron Swanson looking. So yeah, we open up. He's writing this book. His mom, played by Jennifer Coolidge. I cannot remember her name right now. But anyways, he's homeschooled. She gets him to go to a camp. What was it called? The Cletus Festival.
Yeah, Cletus Fest.
Which is a writer's camp. And there's a scene here where like she takes him and he's talking to, I think his name's Mr. Keith, right before he gets on the bus. She's like, well, $4 be enough for 2 days?
Yeah.
And he's like, more like 40. So she begrudgingly gives him $40.
She's like, really? Yeah.
You just tell like they're disconnected a little bit from
his mom is very like, I don't know how to describe her. Like,
she makes her own clothes, right? Or she's
just very like, she seems very out there. Yeah. Very like,
which I think is just Jennifer Coolidge in general. Like anything she's in, kind of
like disconnected from.
But she plays it. She plays it well.
He gets on the bus and he's going with all homeschool kids.
Yeah, it's a homeschool thing. And I do like when he's getting on the bus, he hits the guy in the face and then another kid in the face with his sack. Not his actual sack, but it was like right. that'd be a very different movie.
Part.
It's Jordan getting on the bus every morning in kindergarten, hit everybody with his sack as he walks down the aisle.
He's a sack jumper.
Hey, kid, get your sack out of here.
Come on, mister. So we're introduced to on the bus. He meets what's that girl's name? Oh man,
she's weird.
She sucks.
They're all suck.
I mean, they're all weird, but she really sucks.
Tabitha, and I'll talk about later how she does like this turn, which I don't quite understand. But anyways, she meets him. I do like when they're at the diner eating lunch. He has this like sack. He dumps out like these two massive raw carrots.
Yeah, just like the like a sandwich maybe, and then one of the popcorn balls.
Yeah, it's a popcorn ball, and there's like this green thing that looked like it's a sandwich made of broccoli. I don't know, it was weird. But he gets introduced to Tabitha, who's like aspiring writer. She's kind of full of herself. She's spent like a summer in Brussels, I think, and she's like, "Hey, can I borrow some money from you? Because I need tampons. I don't have enough money." And they get back on the bus, and she comes on the bus with like all these snacks and stuff.
All snacks, yeah.
With her friend Lonnie, who's like is he like a producer, director kind of guy.
He's a film. Well, he says he's like a video producer.
Yeah,
or something
he's like, I've done over 80 films. And that scene where they're like sitting there, and she busts out some lotion.
Yeah,
and she's like, will you massage my hands? And like, so Benjamin's massaging Tabitha's hands, and Lonnie's like, in
that's
her
the
ear.
first thing I think of when I think of this movie is that scene. And you don't know why if you watch it out there.
Dude, the Foley artist doing like the hand massage sound is like so gross.
Everything in this movie is gross, kind of.
And that's why I was like, oh, this is
true.
the movie we're watching. Like, this is they're setting a tone. We're like, so awkward,
Uncomfortable.
uncomfortable. Yes, exactly. Uncomfortable, gross.
Isn't it like how his other movie was? Like Napoleon Dynamite was the same kind of humor and stuff, right?
Not to this extent, I don't think.
Okay.
It
So this
didn't
is
go
like
to these
amped up.
depths. Yeah.
Amped up, yeah. And I think this is where like one of the reviews I saw that was, I can't remember who wrote it, but like it's the same humor as that, but more juvenile because of like stuff like that, and especially later on, when he like throws up in her mouth, you know, stuff like that. So, anyways,
Snake thing.
yeah,
Dude, the snake.
explosive diarrhea. So yeah,
Great part.
they stay at a hotel. Tabitha comes and sees Benjamin. And this would actually kind of see what the story is that he's writing, the science fiction story that he like kind of holds dear. So they kind of, there's a kind of recurring thing they do in the movie. I guess it differentiates depending on who's writing it and who's like telling the story. But as far as Benjamin's concerned, his story reveals around Bronco. It gets changed. The character of Bronco itself gets changed, but we see what this sci-fi epic he's writing called Yeast Lords, and starts with, so it's a movie. It's like a story within a story. So we see Sam Rockwell's character Bronco strapped to a I don't know, hospital bed kind of thing.
Yeah.
Very sci-fi setting.
And he's supposed to be his dad, right?
Yes,
Like he's
yeah.
Or like in his fantasy world. Yeah. In his
like
head,
like he's his dad. It's like after his dad.
That's his sci-fi stand-in for
It's
his
100%
father,
his dad. And I think that it gets alluded to later in Tabitha. So Tabitha kind of brings that up in a very funny way. So he's kind of like strapped down. His legs are spread open. And he's like, oh, my gonads. He's like, my jams. And she I don't think it's the start of the story she jumps in, but I think she just like piddles through the book. So we're not fully sure how the story started, but like, anyway, he's on his operating table. His yeast got stolen. So I think they're alluding to Dune, like the whole spice thing.
Yeah, right. The spice lord, yeah.
He was a yeast lord. He was the last of the yeast lords. He's trying to find his yeast. He got captured. So one of his balls got taken off.
One of them.
All the guys in the story too, they all have like stuff on their mouth or like on their lips. That's
Like
it's
so,
so
like
gross.
herpes sores and stuff.
Dude,
Yeah.
Say the same thing. It's the first thing I noticed because so we found out he's essentially Bronco's obviously the protagonist. We found out during this whole scene there's a Lord Dacius, and this guy Dennis comes up to him. He's a clone of Dacius. Essentially, they're taking Bronco's balls to create an army. And, the dude Dennis has like what looks like herpes on his mouth.
Yeah. It's
And I
like
was
spreading
God.
too.
Oh, cool. All right. And like, yeah, we need this for the army, but we'll give you your ball back. And this version of Bronco's very like gruff, like a woodsman kind of thing. He's got kind of like that southern twang to it.
Yeah, long hair, long beard.
Yeah. Looks like Grizzly Adams kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of crude. And they're so what he I can't remember the name of his cat, but I know like it gets changed later. It's a wolf and his name's Balzac with like some Z's. So anyways, he escapes. But I do like that scene where he goes to grab there's jars of balls,
Mm-hmm.
and he grabs all of them just in case.
Yeah, yeah.
And that becomes a recurring thing later on where like those
Dude.
like the girl and her brother keep throwing them. And they're like, what's this old pudding?
Old pudding. Yeah. What
God.
Old pudding. Ugh. Gross.
There's a lot of gross out jokes in this. Yeah.
But you also have like the entire thing is there's all these weird, gross jokes, but no one's reacting to them.
It's normalized almost.
Yeah, it's almost like the
This
way
is
he
their
looks.
world.
Something like I don't know. Again, like it comes up. You mentioned the snake diarrhea. Like no one reacts to it. at all. They just kind of let it happen.
Yeah, she's like, I'll get some paper towels.
No, Stifler's mom goes, she said something like, oh, golly, or something. It was funny.
Yeah, she's like, I think I have some paper towels.
It just happens out of nowhere, too, at the end of a scene.
She goes, she says, oh, my word. That's her reaction.
like it doesn't, like, I know we'll get there in the plot, but it's like, it just happens.
A lot of the humor in this just happens. And it's, sometimes it's like the timing's really good.
Yeah.
And that's what count. I mean, that's what really makes it work. But like, I don't know. There's something about the people and like the story is just so disconnected. It's like no one has emotions, but I think that's just how their movies go. Like this guy's movies or something.
Yeah, that's 100% the case. They do a little bit better job of it in Minecraft, but like these because they're like considered
his style.
I can't
more
believe he did Minecraft.
Kind of.
That's so funny.
I mean, he directed it. He didn't write it though.
Yeah. Right.
Minecraft?
Well, no, I think he wrote it. He wrote it with his wife, right?
I think
so,
yeah.
There's a lot of writers on it, not just he. Has him as directed.
Okay,
hold on. But yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, he definitely has a style like that. Like it's his own style, kind of like Wes Anderson movies. Like you could definitely watch this and be like, okay, I could know who directed this.
That's true. Yeah,
you get a vibe. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
Wikipedia doesn't have him as a screenplay or story by. He's just directed by. So I don't know. Maybe I'm sure, but I mean, what's the director do? They probably interpret the screenplay, right?
Sure.
So,
and I assume because like the way everyone was dressed in that and like the locales they used, he had a say in that as well. Because again, like this weird drab kind of set pieces and like locales and like what the people are wearing.
Idaho. It takes place in Idaho.
Yeah.
In the 80s, okay.
And like in a lot of his movies, he like the protagonist is this like loner, doesn't really have any friends, and there's like someone in the movie is like very full of himself, like Uncle Rico.
$1 billion. That movie made $1 billion.
Yeah, and then
it's Minecraft.
It's a chicken thing too. That stupid.
Chicken jockey meme.
The meme thing. Okay, I never seen it, but
then like self-assured, like unaware, kind of like people like Uncle Rico, Chevalier in this movie, and then I can't remember what his name was, but Jason Momoa's character in Minecraft. There's a certain patterns he uses that you can like tell and watch and be like, oh, this is definitely one of his movies.
Goofballs.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the next day they arrive at this, whatever school they're at. It's for the Coolidge Festival. So all the kids, they're in an auditorium, and then this legendary sci-fi writer who hasn't really done a lot in a long time, but he's kind of known for this work he did. Dr. Ronald Chevalier. And he shows the kids, I thought it was the funniest. He shows the
drawings.
The drawings.
Dude, I just popped up on my screen and I was cracking up and staring at him like
they're all just women with laser boobs.
yeah, like shooting at planets and
because he's like,
one of them's even him though.
Yeah, and of course, like he's like, I did this when I was 13. Of course, a boy obsessed with sci-fi is gonna like draw stuff like that. These are all unreleased book covers, I think, or already did for this. What's it called? The Harpies? Some series he wrote.
His series is weird. Yeah, all his sci-fi series. I also want to point out he's wearing a turtleneck and a leather jacket.
Yeah, but he also had like that Bluetooth thing in there too. So like,
he's got the piece.
You didn't see that Bluetooth thing. You'd think based on like the costume design, like and what the cars people are driving, like it's not modern times, but like you see certain things like computers and stuff like that, cell phones, Bluetooth's like, oh, it is modern times. Like
he just never takes it off. Yeah,
it's such a weird thing that he does in all his movies.
Whenever Chevalier, whatever his name is, does like the greeting he does or whatever, whenever he does that bow. Weird like bow thing.
Yeah,
he does the weird hand thing. It's so stupid.
Yeah. He's great. I love him from Flight of the Conchords and What We Do in the Shadows. He's a funny guy.
He's definitely one that made it better than the other dude, Brett. Yeah. So then we see, and this is my favorite scene in the whole freaking movie. As they're in class, he has a class, and he's such a pretentious piece of shit, but it's just so fun, so funny. He just seems so out of touch too. he's just like, take your character name and change the suffix of it by adding onius, anus, or anus to the end of it. So
your character's name is boring. Need now not be afraid.
And you can tell he's like, I feel like it was improvised too a little bit because you can see him almost laugh at a lot of times. So he basically tells Benjamin to change the name Bronco. He's like, is he a Minotaur? So he's like, no, he's just a guy. He's like, change it to Berlonius.
Brolonius.
Yeah, like, what should I name my troll? Trojanus every
exactly.
time. Like, what?
She's like, his name's Teacup. He's like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Go with
Doesn't make sense for a troll.
Trojanus.
Trojanus every time. I can't do his voice.
To me, he sounds like I know he's from New Zealand in real life, Jemaine. But it's almost like he's like trying to call upon Alan Rickman as Snape a little bit.
A little bit. I could see that.
It's that like, deep voice like this.
Trojanus.
Wait, did you ever see that show, the startup show? What the hell's the name of it? It's like on HBO. It's about the guys who started up a company.
Oh,
it was a comedy.
The Silicon Valley.
Yeah, is that the guy that was in it?
No.
Okay.
Different guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably know him from was it Moana?
Which one?
He did
Moana.
he did the big crab voice.
Oh yeah.
That's
Okay.
him. Then that musical number.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good movie.
All right, yeah. So Benjamin's a little just kind of like, this guy's a blowhard.
Yeah, exactly.
But Tabitha is like, hey, she's like, afterwards when they're talking, she's like, what inspired that scene? Because she read that part where like he gets his ball chopped off. He's like, what inspired that? Some sort of surgery you had? But then she kind of puts the pieces together. She sees that there's a metaphor since Benjamin's dad passed when Benjamin was young. Bronco's really his dad, and Bronco's balls are Benjamin.
I didn't put that together. That's some highfalutin thinking there.
So there is some fun, like just some silly, dumb here for sure.
Oh, definitely.
What I was going to say is I feel like a lot of the scenes in this would work better as like an SNL skit than they would as an entire film. You know what I mean? Like,
I do like that it gets broken up with like the actual, like they made his book into an actual, like, you know, they did it out with all the special effects and stuff.
the sci-fi film parts in both visions are amazing.
Yeah, they're great.
They're the only thing that kept me going because I wanted to see what was going on.
I do not like the Lonnie version, but Ben's version and Chevalier's version are great. I was going to say this later, but I would like to see an actual movie of just that versus this.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah. But like, how do you sell that movie, dude? It's like,
Yeah, I mean,
Do you think that movie would just be like, like that would be too much? It wouldn't be good. It'd be boring. It'd have to be like a 20-minute like YouTube video.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. If I went to the movie theater and I saw a poster that said Yeast Lords, I'd probably check it out.
well, yeah, you probably make us watch it in season 2, but like, I like, again, I think the best part of this movie was that part because it was interesting, even though it was like kind of like a secondary thing. But I do like how, like Jeff said, they broke it up into two different sides of like. So that was actually, again, that was the interesting part of the movie. But the other side was just like, ugh.
It was done well too. Like the special effects were like, they were like bad but good, if that makes sense.
and I like that, like, not only are like the way the characters act, but the way the design of how everything looked is very different between Chevalier's and Benjamin's vision.
Yeah.
Even if the color palette changes and stuff like that, I thought it was kind of neat. Like that attention to
like
detail.
the one character, the characters were like bald in the one version, and they just had like circular hats in the next. It was like what?
But like Benjamin's version like was more like blue, and then Chevalier's version more like purplish pink. Just in the background of like how the environment looked. I don't know, the attention to detail thing is kind of like neat.
Well, how do you think of the setup there, Jordan? You're getting into like Chevalier's doing the turn where you find out.
Yeah, he's desperate. He's washed up. He's looking for needs something, and he comes across Yeast Lord's book that Benjamin wrote. He decides to kind of make it his own. I like his.
Jordan was thinking about the Spice Channel.
Spice
Wow.
Is that still going? You think?
I don't know, man. Gotta Google it.
Rip. I've never even had it. I just remember like trying to see it unscrambled for a minute there. Anyways,
I never had it. Could you imagine growing up with the Spice Channel?
No one had it, but we all watched it.
I tried.
So it was a
like
year membership.
Good God.
So yeah, it's his version. He names Bronco Brutus. His version of Bronco is like almost a complete opposite, where he's like this rugged frontiersman. He's more like effeminate.
His haircut rules.
LaFleur has a mustache rather than a beard. He's blonde.
Broncanus.
Dude, the haircut is great. I love it.
A Brutus.
And I
So
just
Chevalier steals the story and submits it as his own because he's getting kicked off his publisher.
He's running out of stories. Like, yeah, they're not interested in his new stories. So
Yeah, because I wasn't sure why. Like, may have missed that, but I wasn't sure why he did this.
Because he was in a rut.
yeah, he had like a quick call with his. He was in a call with his agent, and the agent was like, "We're not feeling the new stuff."
So he read this book that was submitted in the contest,
And
and then he liked it and he stole it. Yeah,
He plagiarized out of it.
Okay.
and he's like, it's like the way Sam Rockwell like does this one character versus the other. He's and like the way he talks. He's like, Cyclops there, Cyclops there.
Yeah, I don't know. Now, I think I prefer that Bronco Brutus.
it's funnier. It's more entertaining.
And he tastes the yeast. And he's like, it's pretty good. It's pretty darn good.
Jumping.
He's like just more like charismatic, light on his feet, floating around.
When the sister or when the lady's brother goes to find some yeast, he's like, "Where's he going? The genius."
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Like, there's a previous thing where in Benjamin's version, we see Bronco trying to sew his one ball back on.
Yeah,
and he meets Vinaya, I think, and we find out that Bronco's mom. She says, "Your mom's milk went dry." After your dad died, so my mom suckled you suckled my mom's teat for sustenance, and she has a weird brother named Kanaya, and again they're very different versions in Chevalier's book, so I do like that that back and forth of how different they are. Even Lonnie's, it's that more like cheap.
You just made it with your friends,
yeah, Dollar General version of of this whole thing.
I like that he buys it off of him for $500 and makes the check not able to be cashed for a whole year.
So that's basically it's basically the first act. So he goes to this camp, find out his book, you see what happens in his version of the book, and then you see Chevalier steal it. What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking at this point in the movie?
I'm watching it. It's weird as hell. So I hadn't seen this before, but I did see the Cyclops there. So I was finally, I was kind of pumped to see where the heck that came from. Surveillance does. I hate those. I was invested enough. Some of the, like I said, the real world, real life parts were stupid, but I really like the sci-fi parts. So of the story coming to life in both versions.
I just think it was the real life stuff. The story wasn't very engaging as far as I don't care about the actual twist in this movie of why we're even what is the main struggle between the people, what causes the story to move on, and it's just Chevalier or whatever stealing this book. It's okay, who cares? It's just, for me, it was just that's not I mean, I guess
I think the conflict is with him more so than Ben.
Yeah, it's just such a stupid move. It's such a dick move, but it's such an easy thing to rectify. Of course, no one's of course this kid's no one's gonna believe him that he wrote it. But it's it's such a plagiarism is such a thing. It's so easy to solve. It's not an actual thing that can't be solved. I don't know.
What I will say is the first time I saw this movie when it came out, I remember it was a hard watch because it was just some of the plot. We were just sitting there what is happening right now? And, some movies like that over time I've appreciated on rewatches, and this is one of them. But I do have to say the first time I watched it, it was pretty hard.
I mean, just getting getting from sci-fi to sci-fi scenes was what I was interested in.
Sure.
The in between stuff. I was
those are definitely my favorite parts too.
All right, let's keep the old yeast train moving.
Yeast train.
Oh yeah, yeast. By the way, it gives some kind of magical properties or something like that. They don't quite go into why.
It's the Force.
Yeah,
yeah.
Spice. So we get introduced to a new character, Dusty, which I think is pretty funny. He's Mike White. I think he's one that does White Lotus and all that stuff, which explains why Jennifer Coolidge is in that show.
He produced this movie too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, all right. So he's gonna be Benjamin's guardian angel. He has like a long curly hair, mustache. He shows up with a boa.
That stash, dude, and the hair.
Yeah, the whole scene where like he shows up with a snake and like just the snake just diarrhea blasts all over.
Yeah,
the floor.
so just to give you, we've been talking about the whole episode, but to give you context, he has this huge like white boa snake or whatever. It's like an anaconda, whatever it was, and it just like he's like just like cradling it, and out of nowhere, just shits all over him.
Yeah, he's super odd,
violently.
Yeah, he's this weird, odd guy, but he's like he sings in a church choir. We find out he takes Benjamin out back, and this is a kind of a plot point that comes later. He has this blow dart. He's like, hey, let's shoot this cat here with it. And he dips a needle or the dart in a little vial of like his own crap.
Yeah.
And rat poison. And he's trying to get Ben to
rat poison. Yeah.
Trying to get Ben to shoot a cat, but he misses and shoots his mom in like the boob.
That's a real thing people used to do in medieval times, though. They would like put their swords in like so if they would cut someone, it would get infected and they like would die and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it's real.
Where'd you see that?
History.
All right. So now we get into like this third version of Ben's book, because Tabitha's like, hey, Lonnie wants to make this movie. They'll give you $500, but you have to help us out with this movie we're making. So as sooner we can get this movie done, we're already working on, we'll work on your movie. And it's like the movie they want Ben to work on and be an actor in isn't like almost like a porno or like a softcore kind of weird romance thing.
It's weird.
Yeah, that whole thing's weird. But he gets $500 for that in a check, which you find out later he can't catch because it's like it's sent a year. Isn't it like a year ahead?
You're posted a year ahead.
Yeah.
I hate Lonnie's face. I just hate it. I hate it.
He does a
His
big
whole
like
face.
smile.
It's
like
terrible.
His mouth goes like so wide open. It's kind of disturbing.
It's terrible. I hate it.
We see another version of Ben's Bronco story. He gets sick from the bad yeast patty he ate, and he like projectile vomits off a cliff and like, but destroys the battle stag from vomiting. That whole like thing was just goofy and fun.
Good time.
We see Lonnie filming East Lords. Again, this is a more like version of Ben's version. It's more like cheap knockoff kind of thing. Dusty's playing Bronco in it. Lonnie plays Vanilla.
Showing like a little VHS.
Yeah.
Like a handheld. Is there more popcorn balls in it, I think?
So he called them country balls. So that's
Country,
what they call
that's
them.
what it was, country balls. Because they're huge.
2 for 1 country balls, yeah.
And his mom's like, grab them, feel them.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Yeah, that whole like thing where like Ben confronts Chevalier about like if he actually got his book and read it, and Chevalier's just like, no, I didn't see it, I never heard of it.
Well, there's that thing too, like he calls and tries to get his book back, like the original copy of the book.
That's right. Yeah.
Like he confronts him over the phone. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, hey, send my book back to me. You
Right.
still have that copy or whatever.
But I think at that point he's like, I think Chevalier's recording voiceovers or something for the book.
And he's like, these people are like plagiarists and stuff like that. And then we see there's a Benjamin and his mom are watching TV, and we find out that like the movie's being released. It's kind of a big deal in town. Chevalier sees it. He's like, that they're plagiarizing me. Put this like, can we like attack them in the newspapers? So Ben and his mom are watching this, and she's like breaking up a big country popcorn ball, trying to put it in a bowl of cereal. So there's a big premiere they end up going to, and we find out the movie that they're working on that Ben was trying to help out and act in. I think that I wanted to see that movie too as like a joke, not a full movie, but like maybe a 20-minute movie where like it's like this weird twist love story where like Ben's character's married to Tabitha's sister's character or something like that. They show him like hitting a piece of wood on like a big spool
in a junkyard.
Yeah, so it's making it look like he's chopping wood, and like they're like she's so rich. Look at all this she has. This is like there's a trailer and like some broken down cars. But basically just like, it looks like a crappy movie. So Ben, like, he's there with his mom. He runs out, throws up in a trash can, which I thought was funny. And like this part where he throws in a trash can and Tabitha comes out and like professes her kind of like her love for him, which I thought was kind of the
forced
thing.
smooch.
Thing. She kisses him and there's just like throw up on her mouth. And I was like, okay, I can see why this is seen as like juvenile humor.
It's just so terrible. Like,
but that during the like that trailer of the movie, where like my horse's semen is worth $10 million. It's like it's so stupid. It's so dumb. Just hitting a large spool with a stick. It's just like so stupid. But yeah, during the showing of the Broncos movie, they gave someone dubbed over Dusty's voice with an Irish accent.
Yeah.
This cheap knockoff kind of thing. So yeah, they don't stick around. I think Tabitha takes him to like a bookstore where he sees Chevalier's version of his book. So again, I don't really know how much time passed. It seemed pretty like quick. This all happened. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like it was a few months maybe, but like Brutus and Balzac, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Bruce and Balzac, yeah.
And Balzac.
BLZAAK or something like that. So he sees the book, he's like, oh, he gets upset. He goes home, sees Dusty, and Dusty's like, you left that premiere, but like that guy's a dick anyways. Here's your premiere gift or something like that. He gives him the dart gun thing or whatever. So they kind of make amends.
So this is what we get into like I don't understand the scene at all. This next scene with his mom.
Yeah, so she's again like
what the hell? There's like people shooting guns all of a sudden. What the
yeah, it escalates quick.
But it has no. It's like doesn't mean like what the hell? What does this do for the story?
So when I mentioned earlier that she does her own like wardrobe stuff, and he'd been working with her to do like expos trying to sell her clothing. They
also the most hideous stupid clothing ever. It's like big shirts, right?
Yeah. Well, that's like half the point, right? Because it doesn't sell. Yeah.
It's modest fashion. I think is what she calls it. And at one point, like that scene of when Ben's filming, they take one of her pieces of clothing, like, hey, we need that back, but they like cut it up. She's like, oh, we lost money. So she starts figuring out we need to make more money because things are like missing or like that item of clothing.
Oh
missing.
yeah,
they take one of it. She sells at a store.
Yeah, they cut up the one dress because she's like, oh, I'm out. He's like, I'm out. That's $100 or something like that. So she's like freaking out. She's like, we're missing inventory. So that's $100 we're missing. We can't afford that. So she comes across some millionaire guy kind of thing.
Oh, he goes into the house. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the clothes that she's selling that they cut up that's from a store she works at. That's not her stuff.
No, it's her stuff.
But she also designs her own clothing.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tries to sell it at a local store.
Right.
That's what confused me.
Comes across this guy who's like, hey, come meet me. I can get you like, I don't know, citywide. I'll sell your stuff all my stores. He's like some, I don't know, magnate in that area or something like that. So they go to this guy's house.
And just sitting there.
It's so weird.
It's so weird.
So yeah, Ben waits in the car where she goes in to show like, and he's just playing the piano in his robe. So yeah, go upstairs and get, say like take off your clothes or get comfortable or something like that. Ben's in the car reading the newspaper saying how he is a fraud and like stole Chevalier's idea. So he's kind of at his like wit's end with all this. He's like kind of had enough. So by the time his mom comes out, is like, he tried to get me do weird stuff with me. He's like, okay, that's enough. He pulls out the rap gift that he got from Dusty, which is the blow dart thing.
Turd dart.
Yeah,
Turd
tips
dart.
it in a vial of and rat poison.
They have a nice shot of by the way.
Yeah. He like calls out the guy, like he's kind of had enough. The guy comes and starts shooting gun at him.
Oh yeah, he throws the horse through the guy's window.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
To get him to come out. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's yelling about his mom. So
And then he starts putting up the mannequin
Yeah.
to distract
The
him.
mannequin.
Or I'm sorry, he put his clothes on the mannequin, which has him shoot, and then he blow darts him with darts.
Yeah, twice.
And then Paranoid starts playing by Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
So yeah, he leaves, goes to confront Chevalier at like a book signing.
he confronts Chevalier with his book, like his
Yeah.
copy.
Yeah.
Chevalier just tries to like out basically.
He stands up and says, "This guy's ripping me off" or something.
Well,
Yeah,
at first he's like, hey, this brave boy, or something like that. He's like, he won. I'll give him this like stuffed pillow thing, and like it's kind of like condescending, kind of like F you.
Yeah,
kind of
like
thing.
you get like here's a bag of chips.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So Ben hits him in the face with like that stuffed pillow thing, whatever. The cops get him, and he's like, Chevalier's like, be lenient. Always be lenient, please. I thought that was kind of funny. So yeah, Ben's kind of like down and out at this point. He's in jail. His mom comes to him. He's like, happy birthday, by the way. And again, the popcorn thing comes in. She makes like a popcorn ball, car ball thing. Yeah. Tries to pass it to him to the bars and just like
smashing it. Yeah.
She's like, I'll try this again later. And then she gifts him though with something. It's a box of all his, not only Gentlemen Broncos, the East Lords thing, but like all these other sci-fi stories he'd written that she was it trademarked or
she submitted to a competition.
Yeah. Yes. So by doing that, it's solidifying that he was the original person who wrote this book, and that Chevalier, Chevalier plagiarized it and stole it. So we see they do this like shot of at the bookstore, we see Chevalier's books getting like knocked off the shelf, and then Ben's books being put on the shelf, and then we see a scene where Ben's with his mom on the couch, and Dustin like, hey, I got this pamphlet for you. You're gonna have a fashion show for all your clothes you made, because I'm guessing he's making money off these books. And that's how kind of the movie ends. Somewhat of a happy ending, I guess.
Well, they have the whole thing with the Yeast Lords riding the deers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
the deers, the missiles. Yeah,
the
rocket steers.
Yes, that's right. That's how the book ends, or how his book ends. Like it's so Bronco is flying on the battle stags with Vinea being chased by Daenerys or whatever, the actual villain. There's this whole thing in space. Bronco kills the guy by shooting rockets out of the deer's butt or something like that.
He has rockets on the side, but like he like smacks the deer to shoot the rockets out. Yeah.
Okay.
It's all the Cyclops. They're like the one Cyclops flies up on like it's like a some kind of vehicle with like a gun in the back, and they're like bouncing all over the place. It looks really weird, and then they're dropping bombs on it.
Dude, the one Cyclops tearing around the corner, he's like,
I was just gonna say,
he's hanging on.
Yeah, there's a Cyclops in the mid movie when he's on the moon buggy. You could tell it got out of control for him, and the guy can't see in the costume, so his hands like jerk when it like jumps up on him. It's so funny. It's not even unintentional.
And then there's a post-credit scene. Did you guys see that one?
It's so weird. Yeah, with the honey.
So it's Ben's version of Bronco. He cuts off some of his own hair and glues it on Vinea's head.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's how the movie ends.
Oh God.
That's Gentlemen Broncos, everybody.
Well, thank you, Jordan. That was great. It's a real reminder of a waste of 2 hours in my life. So what do you guys? We talked a lot about the scenes, different scenes we liked.
I'm just trying to think. Like the problem that I thought with this movie was, or like what I think the problem was, is that yes, there's a plot, but each plot point is like surrounded by 20 minutes of just nonsense.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's like, you know what I mean? Like it's like there's some good joke development in like the sci-fi stories of like what he's writing, and like the whole conflict that he's having with Chevalier, and like this new like the guy with the snake that's coming in the picture with his mom. Like they're trying to like introduce these. What's that?
Dusty.
So they're trying to introduce all these characters in his life to like create conflict and everything. But the problem is that the way they like have dialogue between these characters and the main character, sometimes it just drags on and on. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It just takes a while to get the point across. That's all.
Because they always have those weird shots of everybody's face, emotionless face that they have. His like standard shot of people talking. They have to like magnify that. And
very
just have
deadpan.
I just remember like I and this isn't the same movie, but I saw Nacho Libre by the same director, and there's a part in that movie where this girl like she was trying to escape. She was getting out of the room, like she had to like leave because somebody was coming into the house or something was going on. So out of nowhere, she just crawls into a hole in the wall and leaves. And I was like, "What is that?" They didn't explain that whatsoever. She just disappeared. She just had holes in the house she would crawl into.
It's part of the charm, Brian.
I suppose it's artistic value. To me, it's a bunch of goobly poop.
Well, let's
Goobly
keep that
poop.
goobly poop going with the feedback. Brian, you continue your thoughts on this movie of
So
Gentlemen
I think,
Broncos.
sure. I think that I think some of the scenes are really funny in themselves. Like you said with the scene where Chevalier is explaining like the how to write extra rename your characters. Yeah, suffixes on the names. The sci-fi scenes with Sam Rockwell are hilarious. Some of the scenes with the mother and the son can be funny, and Dusty. But again, it's just like those are broken up by a bunch of awkward in between scenes. And even like the Lonnie thing, I do like I think Lonnie's a funny character, but I think Lonnie and what's her name? The Tabitha. They're both really annoying characters.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like the whole thing from her like kind of being like a piece of to like all of a sudden liking him was kind of seemed like forced or just out of nowhere. Again, that might be just part of like
Him thrown into like this whirlwind of things, but
yeah, or just even the way like Hess does his movies. I don't know. It just that seemed kind of like forced and out of character. I would say.
Yeah, what was that whole thing with her asking him for money and then buying a ton of food?
She's just using them.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems so weird. It's like setting up this character and then she's like totally not that character though the rest of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. I do like though when Chevalier's like talking to his publisher, like, listen to this crap I'm reading. He's talking about like this woman who's a detective with horses. That's her book, Tabitha's book. And I like that he's just showing that she's like
that's subtle. That's good. I didn't miss that.
She's not hot. She's actually sucks. So I thought it was kind of funny.
yeah.
Go ahead, Brian.
But yeah, basically, like I think this movie is very funny. It just takes a while to get there at certain points. It's broken up a lot.
It's like funny in spurts, but everything's kind of funny, but it's like different types. Like it's just weird comedy, and then it's like
the timing can be weird, and
yeah. It's a strange mixture.
Well, Jeff, you keep that going, then you're next.
It's a strange mixture of comedy because there's, like I said, different types. I just said this. I do think if we're talking about, to answer your question, Chris, the most pointless scene is probably the gun shootout. However, when that happened, I loved it because it was so out of left field. I was like, what the hell is happening? Like, what? Yeah. He's shooting a gun? They're in a gunfight? Like, just something you would not expect. I like when movies do things like that are so out of left field that you just are like, what on earth is happening? And
I would say it was out of left field, but like having watched it a few times now, like his mom's been his biggest supporter this whole time. So I was kind of like,
he stuck up for her.
Yeah. So I was like, that's cool. Again, it was crazy. It was super crazy. Don't get me wrong, but like,
yeah. I also think it says something that the really out of left field part was in reality and not the craziness of the Yeast Lord story. So I think that's also something that's like, wow, that was the craziest part. Okay. Oh, what about when that girl was talking to Chevalier at the end in the book signing? That was so funny. Dude, she was like the super fan. She's like, I wish I could get in your mind.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That was so funny.
The line there. Yeah.
I forget what she said. And he's like, you don't want to be in here.
Yeah, she's dressed like Brutus. Or yeah, they all like the yellow wigs and mustaches.
Yeah. She just had like the outfit, like a weird outfit on. But she was so strange. She played her role impeccably.
All right, well, I'll go next, then Jordan.
I'll go next. I'm mad.
No, this wasn't my type of movie with my type of humor. I understand that. There was some funny parts. And when I say funny, I was like, okay, that's pretty funny. I didn't really laugh out loud at anything. I think the best part was the sci-fi things, like I said, with Bronco. I don't think the story was very engaging in general. Like, I wasn't really interested I didn't give a crap about this kid. He kind of just sucked. There wasn't a character in this movie that I actually cared about, like in the real world, quote, real world, or that really even worried about or thought about or anything.
That's fair. I agree. Even in the fake world, I didn't give a shit about anyone. maybe his mom, because she was such a sweetheart.
I guess. I mean, she was an enabler. That's why he was still at home. I don't know. I think the whole plot was, I understand what they were going for, this like stolen work type of thing, and they're trying to prove that it was his, but like, I don't know. Chevalier was a good character, a good enemy, like it made sense.
Yeah.
that he was just ripping off this kid. And then you think like, how often does this actually happen? You think in the real world, but like I said, there's so many books out there, so many stories. I don't know. The Bronco thing was funny. Some of it was funny. The ending where they're like flying around on the deer was like, okay, that has to be what they go next. That's the next part. But I don't know. Chevalier turned out to be a jerk, and he stole it, and it can prove it, and it was just bad. Was the reason why they had the shootout was to get him into a dress so that when he goes and confronts Chevalier, he's wearing a dress and everybody thinks he's a weirdo? Like I don't get that whole thing. It didn't make any sense to me. But again, this whole movie didn't really make a lot of sense to me. I mean, Dusty was pretty funny, but I don't think they used him enough to be funny. Like at the end, he I don't know, he tried to be the dad almost or whatever.
Yeah.
Step in for your dad.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just weird. I don't know. The whole thing was weird.
Oh yeah, it's a weird movie for sure.
It was awkward for sure, but I think it was on purpose. It was like, hey,
yeah,
right. Oh, definitely.
The awkwardness is like that hallmark of these people. I think like the people wrote this. So
yeah,
definitely
not for me. And obviously not for a lot of other people since they didn't make that much money. But yeah. So Jordan, what do you think? What's your feedback? The Gentlemen Broncos.
Yeah, I want to agree with basically what you all have said. Like there's moments I really liked, but also was kind of waiting for I was more interested in waiting to see what was going on with the Bronco story itself. Like everything I did in between, I didn't really care too much about for the most part. Yeah, I do think Jemaine Clement, Jemaine did a great job as Chevalier, especially that scene where he's talking about writing and the suffixes. I think is hilarious. I think it's the best part of the whole movie. I think the main actor, I'm not saying he did a bad job. He just like was very vanilla and like nothing really happened with him other than like, of course, this revolves around him, but like he wasn't that interesting to me. I think they could have did more with that character, especially considering he's supposed to be the main protagonist and like this revolves around him and his book that he wrote, especially something that's so sacred to him that involves like an homage to his dad. I didn't care for the tab of the character. I think that term where she's like, I like you now. I thought that was kind of really weird. Lonnie, as the movie went out, creeped me out more and more. I couldn't stop staring at his mouth because like his mouth got crazier and crazier. But yeah, I think ultimately I don't know if I want a full movie. I don't know which version I'd want, but I definitely have more interest in like the Sam Rockwell version, whether it's Bronco or Brutus or whatever like the Chevalier version is. I'd rather see one of those movies versus like this movie itself.
Well, let's go around and get the rating for Gentlemen Broncos. Brian, what would you give it?
Man, I was really wrestling with this in my head just now, just like thinking about what I would give this, because as much as I appreciate the awkward humor in some of this movie, as a whole, I have a hard time finishing this film. And I'd have to give it a thumbs down for that, only because again, I really think some of these scenes are really funny, but as a whole, it's just hard for me to finish. And so that's why I would give it a thumbs down.
Okay. Jeff, what about you?
Well, I was also wrestling with this because, as everyone has said, some parts I think are really funny. I do think I could give this a thumbs up if you like Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre and those types of movies. This is your lane, man. Like, just watch this. It's very similar, just as weird and stupid. If we had a like middle thumbs, I would definitely give it that. I was considering giving it a thumbs down. I don't think I'm personally gonna ever want to watch it again. However, just for the sake of balance right now, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up, I think. Because I don't think it was so bad that people shouldn't watch it. It's just maybe not for me. Completely. I think some of it was really funny though. I think the Chevalier character was really funny. Trajanus every time, like that was so stupid and funny, like just how cocky he was, and like I said, the weird sci-fi scenes with the Cyclops and the fact that he's like eating yeast to get powers, like such a bonkers story. And they captured like that old sci-fi feel perfectly in those scenes. They really did. I would 100% watch that movie if it were just made a movie. Both of them, really. I think they'd be.
It's probably out there
goofy.
something like that, though.
I'm sure someone's made something like this. But yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up for the sake of balance right now.
Okay, well, I am gonna say thumbs down. Obviously, if I hadn't made that clear, spoiler alert. I did not think it was funny. I did not like it. I thought the story was bad. Although I did enjoy the Bronco scenes, they were pretty good, but I didn't think it was enough to save the actual story. I wish they would have had a better. I don't know. Maybe I wish like the real world situation was just as crazy as the weird story situation. Maybe that's the point that I didn't get. And it's the humor that I didn't really get. I hated Lonnie. I wanted to I wanted to run away from him. Tabitha's stupid. The mom, she was a nice little sweetheart, but still sucked.
She was like an airhead, right?
Yeah.
That's oblivious.
The main character just sucked.
He did.
He was a schlub.
Yeah, but like I don't know. He was
a f***ing bitch.
Like he really didn't. I don't know. He really didn't do anything. It seems like he was just being pulled through the story.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Schlub is the word.
He just seems like they didn't write anything for him.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. He's supposed to be the main protagonist. He's like, I don't really, aside from his story being stolen and me wanting his mom to be happy, like I don't really care for him.
He's a loser.
He just gets walked all over, the whole time. And then he gets his up and comings at the end, I guess, is the payoff. I don't know.
Whenever I would rather if this movie was like a first person view movie of you being Ben.
What?
Because that's like the only way it makes sense.
It would be horrible. You get that weird puke kiss. Ugh.
Yeah, like that's the only way this movie made sense to me. Is like he was not a good character, good main character, but maybe that was the point, that he was just supposed to be.
That is a theme throughout this guy's movies, though, right? Like Napoleon's not like
he's like a loser.
Nacho Libre.
Same with the main kid in Minecraft. Like as I'm saying, he has like this formula that he kind of does in all his movies. There's that loner kid no one likes. He's kind of alone. There's this like
nerdy kids.
Yeah, there's this guy who's always like past his prime and like has a big ego and kind of out of touch. It's in his movies. Like, but I think those movies did it better than this one did as far as like the protagonist.
Yeah, because I mean, even Napoleon Dynamite, like I'd never seen it, but like he had a personality and was like, people remember him. But if you think of this movie, you're not remembering that main character.
I also think it was the first time people saw something like that too, which helps. Because like, Napoleon Dynamite established this guy's tone. We've never really seen anything where he's we never really seen a character like that. And
yeah, but like that's that character's very different than this main character in this.
Of course. But like I think like the uniqueness of that style also helped Napoleon Dynamite too. Sure. Like, because there wasn't really anything too much like it prior that I'm aware of. So now it's just you're going back to the same well. Like, like you said, this is his style, like Wes Anderson. And sure, that's fine. But
I've never seen a Wes Anderson movie.
We're not surprised.
I've seen most of them.
You would probably like Isle of Dogs. It's all stop motion.
Grand Budapest Hotel is the best one. Mark my words.
I never saw it. We'll have to watch it.
Is his next one, the new one, supposed to be, or his newest one, I guess most recent one, with Leo? Isn't he that one that did the new Leo movie?
No, you're thinking of Paul Thomas Anderson. You're thinking of Boogie Nights.
I don't know. They're not the same person?
Yeah. No, they're not the same person.
Okay.
You're a real cinephile, aren't you, Chris?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wes Anderson movies, like friggin' what else?
Okay, so we're a different person.
Rocket,
okay,
Royal
don't care.
Tenenbaums.
Okay.
Royal Tenenbaums.
Rushmore.
Which one's with Steve Zissou? Who's
that?
that?
Yeah, Life Aquatic.
Life Aquatic.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, okay. Well, someday maybe. All right, thumbs down from me. Jordan, what do you do?
What are you
doing? Where are you?
Yeah, I think Jennifer Coolidge is great in this. Jemaine Clement is great in this. Even good old Dusty, but it's not enough for me to like.
Oh boy,
it's not enough for me to like give it a thumbs up. Even after watching this movie 3 times now.
Do you think you liked it less after the third time or more?
I think I liked it more the second time, but after watching the third time, I'm like, I'm done with this movie.
Okay.
Third time he kicked his television in.
but there's some like really good stuff that I actually did laugh out loud at, but like it's not enough for me to like overall suggest this movie and give this movie a thumbs up. So I'm going, as of right now, I'm giving it a thumbs down.
Oh boy, we got a 1. It's bad. 1 out of 4.
1 out of 4, pals.
Which is probably what it got in most ratings, was 1 out of 4.
It's true. Just for some context there, folks, Jordan had some computer issues, so we had to delay this one a couple of weeks because we're figuring that out, which is why he had to watch it 3 times. So
he was forced in Gentleman Broncos purgatory.
Yeah, I know. I watched it twice. I was like, guys, is this happening today? Because I need to know if I have to watch it.
Do I really need to watch it again?
I watched it once and I was like, there's no way in I'm watching this movie again.
Well, the third time I watched it at 2 times the speed, so that helps.
Oh, there you go.
Well, what do we have next week? Brian, you're up.
The film we're watching next week is the 2019 film Ready or Not.
Ready or Not. Would I have seen it?
Would you have seen it? Probably not. I don't think. Like, I think it's like
and stuff.
Yeah, it was in theaters and everything.
Okay.
But it's about a new bride into a family that's a board game dynasty, and there's one night that changes their entire lives.
I don't think they prefer Dynasty. Was it they prefer? Like,
what do they call it?
Domain or no Dominion? I think that's what they prefer.
Dominion.
Yeah. Like,
have you seen it before, Jordan?
No.
Jordan knows Milton Bradley.
Milton. So next week we're watching Ready or Not. I've never seen it. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm going to raw dog this one. Season 4 of my first raw dog. No, Gentleman Broncos was my first raw dog because I don't know what the
You
hell.
didn't see Ricky O either.
You're right.
You're raw dogging everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I liked Ricky O. There's a difference there with
That's right.
Gentleman Broncos.
Damn right, Ricky O, baby.
We'll see if I like Ready or Not. Sounds like a real interesting film. So next week we'll be back. In the meantime, please leave a comment on your podcast platform of choice. Please tell your enemies, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your parents, tell everybody you know to go listen to us, like us. Tell everybody about us. Even if you hate them, you want to ruin their day, send them a link. It'll help us out. You can connect with us on social media. All those links can be found in our show notes below. If you have any questions or future movie suggestion, please send us an email at watchpals.show@gmail.com. All those links can be found at our website at watchpals.show. That's watchpals.show. And we would like to thank Ben Miller for his logo art. We want to thank Jordan for being here, for driving our ship, and for taking us down this road this week.
Driving the Bronco.
This dusty road. And Jeff, thank you for being here on the ride.
Hey.
And Brian, thanks for being here.
Anus.
Janus every time.
Chrysanus.
Chrysanus. That's his magician name.
Chrysanus, the amazing.
The magnificent Chrysanius. Yep. Thank you all out there in Watchland. Until next time, please say your watches for the next episode of the Watch Pals. Good night.
On. Jesus Christ.
What? I don't know, man. You guys put me on a spot there.
Leave that in.